everybody, hope you're having a fantastic day. I'm going to be doing another twin flame talk today, and the title of this video is going to be Twin Flames, Reclaiming One's Innocence and Honouring the Process. That's all you need to do. Because the collective is currently reaching a state of greater spiritual maturity, which is allowing for the greater expansion of consciousness and expansion in mission and life purpose. Little trill there. This is done by the sharing of yourself and allowing the divine to move through you. It's not about giving up any part of yourself or people pleasing, so it's safe to let that go. Patterns are being revealed. It's safe to let go of any misaligned beliefs about having to love others before yourself and ground into peace in this knowing. If there are any misaligned beliefs about being unlovable, please know that even though one may have experienced ego-based patterns that were not real love is still always yours, and you do deserve it. Of course you do. That's where the divine is leading the collective to. It's God's promise to bring that to you. With harmonious union comes complete peace, which is the most valuable thing. We know how bad it feels when our peace is apparently taken away. So trust the divine to bring you your truth, your harmonious twin flame union. Really feel that you can actually receive it. Everything ahead is uncharted. Know that you've already achieved it, that you've already done it, you're already there. It doesn't matter how it happens, how it unfolds, the divine will lead you perfectly. And are there misaligned beliefs anywhere in consciousness about being forced to settle? That's a big one with a lot of people. And that's why many people see the twin flames mirroring that by settling. Or being able to have just about any partner but one's ultimate lover. That's the ego's agenda. It's bollocks. Don't listen to it. It's bullshit. We're not choosing to settle here. We're choosing the divine way. It leads to harmonious union. And harmonious union is peace. The divine will bring you the most peace. And God's promise is yours. Your choice is supremely powerful. The ego won't be able to throw you off course. Notice any thought that relates to ego and choose peace there instead. The more you are authentic with your person, with your twin flame, even energetically, well, especially energetically, and the less you try to impress them and just share your joy, the more your twin flame recognizes you through that authentic sharing. And that's how they know you. When you've been doing your life purpose, your success is very attractive to them. It makes them pause and admire you, and they'll open right up to you. And you'll be able to feel your twin flame's energy in response. You'll feel his or her heart opening up and feeling how you feel about them, because this journey is about you, not another person. They are you. Meditation or whatever spiritual practice you like to do will help you connect to them in a deeper way. So keep doing it. Deepen it. Feel the peace of surrendering to the divine way. Relax into that. Relax into feeling the support of knowing that the divine is doing her job and keeping her promise. That peace is harmonious union. That promise is harmonious union. And you don't want to resist it. You may as well ride it out and let yourself be gently surrendered into it like a wave lifting you all the way. Surf your way into union. That requires trust, and that trust is the peace delivered to you. Trust that love will happen. Ground into the process. The divine is leading everything and inviting you deeper into relationship with her. It can take a while to release all resistance to the divine, so if you're in that place right now, don't worry. It's a process. You don't have to do it all in one go. It's pretty much everyone's problem, actually. It's the reason for all separation. Feeling separation from the divine. But please know that this is not about another person, but your journey of receiving the divine, who manifests you physically through the body of your twin flame. So God is not an abusive God. Some people may have been born into a consciousness where they were the recipient of some kind of abuse, which led to the idea that someone's innocence could be taken away. And that's a huge theme at the moment. People are coming forward and being very candid about the stuff they've experienced. The collective is, at this time, going to the feeling place where one really, really knows that if one were to have had unpleasant experiences of this nature, it's natural to be wary, to open up to other people, to the divine. It's okay to honour that. If it's a significant pattern, then it just needs looking at. It's a pattern that's present in the consciousness of humanity. It doesn't feel good having a pattern like that in one's life. It's safe to look at that pattern, honour that experience for what it was at the time, and understand that any reaction to it was perfectly okay, it was perfectly reasonable. Give yourself the safety that this part of you was asking for. And now you have the knowing that you're one with love, and you're incorruptible and divine. The feminine energy is divine, so is the masculine. Anything that happened, any unpleasant experience, was just a pattern playing out. Nobody has to live with the insanity of these bad experiences. Everyone can assess and access the safety that they require right now. Know that you're one with love, and everything else is an illusion. You are eternal, and love is real. This follows on from family healing that I was talking about in an earlier video. You might want to nip back and watch it if you haven't already. You don't have to scroll through all my readings. I've got a separate little playlist for these little twin flame messages. Yeah, so people can go into these family patterns and do their family healing at a deeper level and more fully. So claim your innocence here and honour your feelings. Don't avoid them. Give yourself the love you need as the bad feelings leave, and continue to do that for yourself. Deliver yourself. Love. Don't rush. You don't want your twin flame to rush when they come to you. Stay present with the divine and feel completely safe looking at anything in consciousness. There's safety in knowing that love does heal absolutely everything, even if it requires a lot of it. Let the divine fill that space with all the love and comfort you need. The divine really is extending her hand, her love out to you. We have to meet that hand, and that's down to us, not God, not our twin flame, just us. Call that power back to you. Remember, it's always the divine way. There's one truth, and that's what we're going towards. The ultimate truth, that only love is real. Everything else is an illusion. It becomes less about your twin flame and more about the divine. It's the divine who you're coming home to, and your twin flame is reflected in that relationship. So choose to go deeper with God here, in all areas. Because when twin flames come together in harmonious union, all the painful stuff that had occurred between them in the past just won't matter anymore. There won't even be any need to mention it. That's how complete the healing is with pretty much every union. Yeah, so it will be having moved to the place of one twin saying, all right, that's enough, you're not coming any closer. That's it. And when the healing is done, they do a complete 180 and say, I never said that, or I don't know what I was talking about, come closer. So please don't take anything to heart. They don't mean what they say. Do not worry about what comes out of your twin flame's mouth. They talk all sorts of codswallop, baloney. It's totally not conscious, anything that they say. It's just the mirroring. It's just showing you the bits in consciousness requiring love. So it'll be literally like it never happened when you come together. It's purely energetic. It's not even that person, it's just you and you and you and the divine. And when you heal into union, there'll be no reason to even go over it, because it won't exist. It'll be like a dream that's forgotten when you wake up. And as we move into the frequency of harmonious union, in order to sustain it, depth is required. You need to go deeper and feel into the next level. It's okay at this time if your twin flames taking a little bit of space to process everything that's going on. Everything you work on yourself allows them to begin processing. We have quiet days, and so do they, when they need to process. They're just going step by step too. They don't know the full amount. You're tapping into the answers within you together. And you'll also be in different places in your one shared consciousness, and that's okay. Our twins are doing their bit. Your journey is with the divine. Surrender everything to the divine. Everything you do is literally showing you how you feel about the divine. Likewise, everything your twin flame does. If any resistance comes up to her when you ask yourself the question about how you feel about the divine, just look at that. We're not supposed to know what's going on over there, or what the twin flame is experiencing, what they're going through, what they're thinking. Just know that they have thought about you. Don't even speculate about this, because that can become a distraction. It's what's happening in their department is none of our business, really. We need to focus on our own department. They're just a person having an experience, and it's safe to let them do that. Release any anxiety and control you may be experiencing about this. You and your experiences are absolutely necessary, just as much as theirs are, even if those experiences don't look pretty. There are no shortcuts. There's no way around it. You have to take the step that's presented, and you have to deal with the awareness that you have, and it will be currently different to their awareness. It's okay if at this time they appear to be completely distracted or even disinterested. The correct stance to be in this instance is to just not be worried. The more surrendered you are, the less fixated on the external. That's not where it is. It's always on the inside where you want to be. Honouring the process, free of worry, is the correct stance to take. Realise that the external is just the illusion. That's complete surrender. As we heal resistance within ourselves to the divine, your twin flame is not resisting you. You're resisting the divine. You're not resisting each other. Both resisting the divine. You both want love, but there may be resistance to receiving it. Resistance to the divine is feeling stuck. It's feeling stagnant. It's not going deeper and feeling one's feelings. The energy of union is always there. The divine is continually extending her hand. It's not about a person, but about the divine. There's never a time when the divine is not asking you to join her. The process of the journey is remaking your entire life with God. Go where consciousness takes you. If you're resisting God, you feel like you can't have God, which is the same block. The same block as believing that one can't have love. It's all the same thing. Thinking that you can't have what you desire, or will end up with something not desired, for example. Well, that's a pattern. So go there and heal it by bringing love there. Once you've known the divine in your heart, it can never be forgotten. That's the twin flame journey, falling in love with the divine. Whew. Splendid. Right, I'm going to end this message here. Well, yeah, coming up to 15 minutes. I wasn't expecting that. I really hope that you enjoyed it, and I really hope you enjoy the rest of your day. I'm not going to love you and leave you, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.